Good morning, everybody. It's Jennifer McCreath. Got my house coat on and my morning coffee. It's January 2nd, 2023. We've made it 2 days before I've posted a video this year. But this is a good topic because I woke up this morning and looked at the tennis results. Of course, the season is just getting started down in the Australia and New Zealand part of the world, who are, of course, I think 14 and a half hours ahead of us in terms of time zone. So when I wake up here in North America, they've already had their day. And I just have to announce some exciting news that tennis fans may already be aware. There's a player who is entering her 30th professional tennis season. 30 years. And that person's name is Venus Ebony Star Williams. I'm going to tell you a funny story. Venus Ebony Star Williams made her pro debut in 1994. She played one tournament at the age of, 13 or 14 maybe. And her second year, she only played 3 tournaments, one of which was the Canadian Open, the 1995 Canadian Open in Toronto, Ontario. She was given a wild card because I don't even think she had a ranking at that point. And she drew the 17th seed Sabine Appelmans in the first round. And it was slated for a night session. And guess who was sitting in the crowd that night? Yes, it was me, along with, that old stadium. Probably, how many people squeezed into that stadium? Probably 10,000. It's small. National Tennis Center, York University, Toronto. They tore it down and built a new stadium just a little further west of that, so it's not even there anymore. But yes, I was there. This young girl wearing all those beads in the hair came out to warm up, and then it rained. We had a nice rain delay. And finally, around 11:30 at night, the match got underway. And this young kid, who was literally 14 or 15 years old, hit the ball really hard. And I believe she pushed Sabine Appelmans to 3 sets. She lost the match, but it was a competitive match. And of course, Venus would go on to win 6 major titles, I believe. More than that. How many Wimbledons? I got it right here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Wimbledon. 2 US. Okay. Before Serena Williams, there was Venus Williams. And, of course, it didn't take too long. Technically, Serena won her first major in 99, so she actually won a major before Venus did. Venus's first major final was in 97. So as a 17-year-old, she was playing the finals of the US Open. What's her win-loss record in Slam finals now? 7 wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 losses? Is that right? If it wasn't for Serena Williams, Venus Williams might go down as the greatest tennis player of all time. And I'll never forget 2001 when they met in the final of the US Open. And last year was all about Serena announcing her retirement, and Venus, well, unfortunately last year she did something she hasn't previously done in her 29 seasons. She went 0-4 overall, could not win a match. But guess what? Not only did she play a match today, she won. Auckland, New Zealand, a 250 level event. Wildcard Venus Williams against qualifier good player Katie Volynets, and Venus wins it 7-6, 6-2, advancing to the second round against Lin Zhu. So congratulations, Venus Williams, on 30 years of tennis as a pro. I guess, 29 years, winning at least one match. And as someone who's a little older, and who is an older sibling, I am rooting for you, Venus, to have a great year. And go out on your time. Some champions retire at their peak, others stick around and play a little longer. As long as you're enjoying the sport, keep going. People, it's an opportunity for literally new generations to see you play, and she's a tremendous person. We've seen Serena throw a few temper tantrums over the years, especially that final where she kind of ruined the moment for Naomi Osaka. Venus, I think, is a little more mild-mannered. I mean, sure, there were a few classic Venus rants over the years, but I think those were warranted. So, congratulations, Venus. Keep playing. One other quick Venus Williams story is probably about 10 years ago when Twitter was fairly new. I actually tweeted at Venus, and she wrote me back. Had nothing to do with tennis. I think she was... Here she was, a pro tennis player making millions of dollars in her 30s. And what was she doing? She was going back to school and doing some sort of a math course. And the chat on Twitter we had was about math. So I'm like, that's pretty cool. I mean, always looking to grow, always looking to evolve. And to me, Venus is not in anybody's shadow, because she alone is a trendsetter and a trailblazer, and one of the greatest athletes in the history of the world. And it's been an honor and a privilege to see her play live, not just in '95 back there in Toronto, but she would come back to Toronto several times throughout her career. And who knows, maybe she's got one more Canadian Open left in her. So I'm sure there'll be highlights on YouTube, so we're going to go look for those. I don't think the Auckland Open is televised here in Canada, but shout out to you, Venus, from one of your longtime fans up here in Canada. Great job, and have a great 2023. And all you tennis fans out there, I'm sure it's been a tough couple weeks, the winter break, but we're back, so enjoy tennis. Maybe this year I'll actually get my knee better and hit the courts myself. I haven't actually played a tennis match in a while, but that's a whole other video. Meanwhile, I'm going to finish my coffee. Have a great day, everyone.